Welcome to Melbourne, Australia, one of the most livable cities in the world. Having lived in Melbourne for over 20 years, I got to learn what are pure tourist traps and what are truly unique to Melbourne. In this Melbourne travel series, I will show you all of the locations I would bring my non-local friends and family to if they are here for 1 to 4 days. I'll also share with you why I think these locations are so unique. Welcome aboard to Curious Knobster. My name is Elaine and I will be your tour guide today. Spin! Woohoo! I actually don't have Steve as my cameraman today, so I need some decent coffee to prepare for all of this filming by myself. Wish me good luck. There's a reason why coffee in Melbourne is so bloody good. Thanks to its migration boom post-World War II, lots of Italian and Greek immigrants brought their coffee traditions with them. Brother Baba Boudin is one of my favorite cafes in Melbourne City. They source, roast and brew their own coffee, and their coffee brand is called 7 Seeds. I still think the quality is there, but the coffee strength is not the same. Apparently they do use different coffee blend in different periods, so that explains why the coffee strength is different. My go-to for coffees in Melbourne is most definitely latte. In my point of view, it has the perfect ratio of foam, milk and espresso. However, I realized what people call latte and flat white could be different in different countries as well. Even in New Zealand, flat white is different. One thing is missing though. Loon croissant is what you cannot miss. A Formula 1 engineer turned baker, Kate, owner of Loon Croissant, turned Melbourne upside down with her innovative croissants with her internship experience from Paris. Ta-da! Got my Loon croissant. My personal tip is if you have access to oven, chuck it in the oven for like 5 minutes. Wait for like a couple of minutes before you have it. Man, the crunch is amazing. So how much did I pay for a croissant that made me wait for 15 to 20 minutes? It's a grand total of $7 to $8 per croissant. Is it worth it? If you haven't tried it before, I think it's worth it. Would I do it every day? Yeah, maybe if I want to go broke. Let me know in the comment below. Have you ever paid more than $7 to $8 per croissant before? Do you think Loon Croissant is worth it? Right now, I'm chilling at one of my most favorite spots in Melbourne, South Bank. This is where you chill, people watch, zone out, and soak in the vibe of Melbourne along Yarra River. Nighttime also has a totally different vibe, and in my view, extra stunning. The Queen Victoria Market has a long and interesting history. The site had been a cemetery, a livestock market, and a wholesale fruit and veggie market. The Queen Victoria Market was officially opened in 1878. You can of course find various types of food and drink here, but you can also find many specialty shops selling items like plants, arts and crafts, clothes, toys, and more. As you can see here, on a Saturday lunchtime, Queen Victoria Market is absolutely nuts. If you do want to avoid the crowds, I would recommend you to come around 11 a.m. or from 1 p.m. onwards. Usually when I come to Queen Victoria Market, I come and grab 2 things, usually. First thing is the Barak and Pide, and the second item is hot jam donut. A fun backstory for you, I actually used to work at Queen Victoria Market at one of the smoothie juice bar during my uni days. So I hustle hard even when I was in uni. So I grabbed my Barak and Pide from this shop without knowing it's actually not the old shop that I used to go to. It doesn't taste quite exactly the same, but since it is a new shop, let's give it a little more time to get better. Established in 1854 as the Melbourne Public Library, State Library Victoria is Australia's oldest public library and one of the first free public libraries in the world. State Library is really representative of Melbourne's position as a UNESCO City of Literature. Today, they hold over 2 million books in the collection. I actually used to study here a lot when I was in year 12. I don't know how I did that because it is so damn quiet here. If I do it now, I would just... Let me tell you a little secret. The reason why I personally think Melbourne is better than Sydney is because its vibe is drawn all over its walls and its laneways. This is what I mean. I'll show you. Flinders Street Railway Station is the oldest station in Australia. As the busiest suburban railway station in the Southern Hemisphere, it sees more than 1,500 trains and 110,000 commuters every day. It is now listed on the Victorian Heritage Register thanks to its 708-metre main platform, which is the 4th longest in the world. Flinders Street Station is actually not too far from the laneway, so when you have a chance, take a few photos in front of Flinders Street Station and have a walk inside as well, before or after you explore the laneways. If you still have any energy left after all of the activities we've done today, then you should check out the free City Circle. The start and end point of the City Circle tram is at Docklands. It is completely free and takes 1 hour to complete the whole loop. After walking around for a whole day, this is a great opportunity to just chill and take in what Melbourne has to offer. Here's a tip for you. If you want to make sure you get a good seat or even just to get onto the tram, make sure you hop on at a stop as close to Docklands as possible. I tried getting onto one many times at Flinders Street Station and I failed miserably. Another thing to note is all trams are free in Melbourne's free tram zone, not only City Circle tram. See description for more details. Melbourne's food scene is a delightful blend of culinary heritage and multicultural influences. How can I not talk about food in this video? If you don't want to wander too far away from the city centre, here are a couple of options for you. If you're after restaurants that have hipster, fusion, upmarket vibe, go to Flinders Lane or Hardware Lane. If you're after cheap eats, go to Swanston Street or Russell Street. A couple of my favorite Melbourne restaurants are InJune, InJune and Deli Express, just to name a few. Tonight we are eating out at Rice Paper Scissors. Rice Paper Scissors is a restaurant that serves some very decent Southeast Asian fusion street food with a very reasonable price tag. So that's roti and curry sauce, Thai beef curry, and lucky last, the crispy duck leg. The crispy duck is more a mild, subtle dish, very well cooked. I do like it. Personally, I would love a little more flavor to the crispy duck. Now on to the curry beef. The curry itself is very coconutty, not fatty, creamy kind of coconutty, but in terms of the flavor of coconut, it's amazing. So why rice, paper, scissors, you may ask? I really love fusion food, specifically fusion food that has Asian element in it. Not many places do it well, but this is one of the few places that does. So come check it out. There you have it. Truly, these are the locations I would visit even as a local. Though I was not born in Melbourne, but I'm so proud knowing there's so many awesome gems in the city I live in. If you're interested to visit Melbourne, Australia, one of the most livable cities in the world, then share these videos with whoever you want to travel with. If you have a few more days to spare in Melbourne, check out this video next. Ding, ding, ding. What's going on?